going on in this show, starting from Batman and Superman to the Indian head coins. We're now moving on to the 2016 Proof State 70, perfect condition, first day of issue, limited edition of the $5 Gold Eagle coin. And you can see that we've got it right here, again, in the packaging, as you can see there. Beautiful.
Well, we're debuting this. This is the Proof Gold Eagle.
Okay.
So brand new. So do not confuse this with the regular Mint State Gold Eagle.
Okay,
the regular
right,
Mint State American Gold Eagle is in essence a bullion coin. We sell those. They're very popular and so on and so forth, but they're made in basically unlimited quantities, and they sell for, you know, in Mint State 70, they bring huge premiums. But this is the Proof Gold, which the United States government charges significant premiums for. The United States government charges significant premiums for this coin. So what you're going to have is and you kind of buy them as the entire set, and we only have 189 of these. In the Mint State coin, which I think we are out of, or very close to out of, we are going to have, I think there were 689 of those, 690 of those. Okay. Of course, last year's the 2015, completely and totally sold out. Now, the way to tell the difference, of course, is the beautiful mirror-like finish, but it also bears the West Point W mint mark as well, is what the absolute key to this coin is, with that W or West Point mint. And I think that is of crucial importance, that you're going to have the 2016 W, and as you put that up there, and as you can see, this beautiful Proof mint that you're going to have right here. And the Proof, understand, is not just a condition but a method of manufacturing. It also is a limiting factor to its distribution. They are going to be on the order of 5 or 10 or 15 times rarer than the Mint State coins. Just for us, they are 5 times rarer in terms of the limited edition. Also, keep in mind that in this first day of issue, ANACS perfect first day of issue, it is available exclusively from HSN. It's available exclusively from HSN. And of course, that is of significance, extraordinary significance when it comes down to this. So what you've got is this absolutely spectacular coin that you're going to have in Proof perfect first day of issue, all individually numbered to ensure its place within the limited edition that you simply cannot buy anyplace else. And like I said, so it's absolutely unique. So this is the guaranteed lowest price that you're going to have for ANACS first day of issue in the spectacular perfect Proof Gold. I am debuting this here today, and the limited editions on this are truly spectacular. Once again, do not confuse these with the regular Mint State issue gold. Do not confuse them with the regular Mint State issue gold, because if you do that, then you don't understand the rarity of this coin. The fact that this coin, well, it is pure gold, or solid gold, 900 fine gold, made from the United States government. Understand, while it is indeed, like I said, solid gold, it is a proof coin, and it is significantly rarer than the Mint State coin. And so that's why we only have 189 of these to be able to go around. It is, like I said, it is a truly unique opportunity for you to be able to buy this. $399, one of the lower prices that I've had in many years, is what's happened. We've been, I think, as high as $479, even $499 recently. Unfortunately, if the United States Mint would have put this out at the end of last year and priced that, gold's gone up a couple of $100 an ounce since December 17th of last year, almost $225 an ounce. And so that affected the price of this fairly significantly. Just released from the United States government. We have got them, like I said, in stock, ready to go. They might sell out tonight. Last year, I believe it was a single presentation is all that was available in the United States Proof Proof Gold. And I think this year may well be no different.
Definitely. I see all of our customer service reps are taking orders for what you've seen, what you've been shopping for, what so many of you who are collectors are looking for, and knowing that you are looking at something extra special. When you look at this coin, 22 karat gold. Is that what this is? 22 karat.
Solid 22 karat gold. Yep.
That is, and absolutely perfect and absolutely beautiful, as you can see right here. This is very limited, as you can see. We only were able to get in 100, or there were only 189 of them. You can see they're all going to be numbered. This happens to be number 5, the one that you're looking at right here. Yours is going to be numbered. It's going to be protected in this case, and it comes along with the certificate of authenticity, of course, which is what you would expect from something this special, but also something this limited. And the fact that this is the only place you can get it makes it even more collectible.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And so, like I said, at $399.95, one of the lower prices I've had in years, because once again, you have the gold content, but you've also got significant collector value because it is, 5-10 times rarer than the regular mint state coin with this as well. Only 189, like I said, exclusive to us here at HSN. So very, very important for you to understand that as well. Unfortunately, like I said, this is last year's edition was sold out. We've sold out pretty much every edition since we've been doing this. So once again, just an absolutely stunning opportunity for you to own proof United States gold. It is brand new. It is just released right there, as you can see, 189. It could well be a one-day sellout right here, right now.
That's right. Don't forget, because Mike does have another show this evening, a primetime show at 7 p.m. So if this is what you kind of have your eye on, and you might be thinking, well, let me think on it a little bit, let me kind of mull this over, know that they're already limited. They're already selling. Collectors like you are already picking this up and giving us a call, and many of you are also online as well.
If you look carefully, right in the rays of that, I don't know how close we can get on that, right in the rays, you're going to see the second ray up, a little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny W. That is the mark. See, this is a presentation coin. And so the United States government, in essence, signs this like an artist's proof with a mint mark. The regular bullion coin does not have a mint mark on it. So that's why that little W means something.
Yeah.
It's of significant importance that you're going to have right there. With everybody on the phone, we're probably about 20 or 25% sold out.
Okay.
We could well sell it out tonight. Now, we have a few of the other sizes. I guess we're going to show you, give you a minute or two on with this, because they're limited edition. And the grading percentage on these, very, very